9:58. 9:58.
Yes. We are live on YouTube. Sir, mobile phones silent.
Maybe we can start.
Yes, we can start. Yes, sure. Yes.
Right. Manish. Okay, so good morning to all of you who joined from India, and very good afternoon to all the researchers and innovators who have joined from NYCU, Taiwan. So today we are going to sign an MoU between Microelectronics Information Research Center and iHUB DivyaSampark Technology Innovation Hub at IIT Roorkee. So my name is Manish Anand. I am the CEO of this Technology Innovation Hub, and I welcome you all to this ceremony. First of all, I would like to briefly introduce the Microelectronic Research Center. So Microelectronic and Information Research Center at NYCU aims to explore long-term strategic and interdisciplinary research work, and they have about 11 sub-centers associated with this main center, and the focus is on AI, ML, 5G, virtualized network, IoT, big data analytics, and all. iHUB DivyaSampark at IIT Roorkee is a technology innovation hub set up by Government of India under the national mission called NMICPS, which was announced in 2019 Union Budget. Aim for this mission is to prepare India for Industry 4.0 and Society 5.0. And this particular hub at IIT Roorkee focuses on three key activities, namely technology innovation and prognostic development and the skill development. And in terms of theme, we are focusing on three themes called Industry 4.0, Smart Cities and Digital Health. And we are contributing in terms of smart devices and materials research related innovation. We at iHUB DivyaSampark at IIT Roorkee are very excited about this new beginning and the relationship, and we firmly believe that this MoU will act as a catalyst for enabling innovation both in India as well as in Taiwan, especially related to semiconductor technology. So from IIT Roorkee side, we have Professor Ajit Kumar Chaturvedi, Director, IIT Roorkee. We have Professor Mariranjan Parida, Deputy Director, IIT Roorkee. Then we have Dean IR, Professor Arumugam. And then we have my right side, Professor G.D. Verma, HOD of Physics Department. And also we have Professor Umesh Sharma from the Physics Department. Now I would like to request Professor Edward Chung, Director, to say a few words. Over to you, sir.
Okay, nice to meet every one of you. And I'm glad that we could start this memorandum. I started the activity between Taiwan, at that time we are NCTU with the IIT a few years back, like 5 or 6 years back, and working with IIT, Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, and Madras. Okay, so we have a dual degree with these 4 universities, and right now we have quite a huge student from India doing research in Taiwan, and they are quite good. And also we have a lot of output right now. And so actually, because the focus is on, we started with the semiconductor, but because semiconductor is the base for many activities. As we know now, semiconductor become very important, and every country try to involve in semiconductor activity, research and industry, so that they can have other segment of the industry. Okay, So we started a cooperation with the 4 IITs, okay, in past, which I started, okay, and even now, okay, I'm still in charge of all the international semiconductor program with NYCU, okay, which is our new name right now. And so, so even though we have activity with those 4 universities, but the capacity for semiconductor right now is so big, so we can actually work with more professors, okay, in the different diverse segment for the semiconductor applications, okay. So so in our university, we have very big capacity for semiconductor research. We have more like 100 professors who work on different part of semiconductors and from different divisions, different department in the university. So we work on all the segments. And last year we merged with a medical school. So you say that you are interested in medical applications. Actually, because of the importance of this medical research with the semiconductor, so or with the ITs. So we actually right now our university have combined, okay, merged a semiconductor university, not semiconductor medical school, and then right now we are more even comprehensive than we were before. So I think, okay, there's a lot of opportunities to work with the IIT Roorkee, okay, because I think every university have its own focus on on the research, okay. Even for the semiconductor, we can be applied with different kind of field, okay, like communication, EV, and so on and so forth. So I think we need to increase our base, okay, because because even I think even with the university in India, every university have very limited number of professors working on the semiconductor. So actually we are thinking about expand our cooperations with more Indian top universities, and I think Roorkee is one of them, and we like to expand our cooperation with Roorkee. And also the Taiwanese government actually is encouraging us to increase our cooperation with Indian universities. Okay, so they had quite a few meetings, a few of them with the Indian directors from different universities involved. Okay, so this actually the activity, the memorandum we are going to sign is actually extent of this kind of government policy. Okay, so is actually can help the university and also the cooperation, the relationship between Taiwan and India, and also the industry, the development of industry between Taiwan and India cooperation. Okay, so I'm very happy that we can have this meeting and for the memorandum, and I hope that through this memorandum we can start some cooperation between the between the university and also the research centers. Okay, so in that way we can have start new research on the new business, and also the research, academic research, and in cooperation. Okay, and so that we can extend, okay, our university cooperation with India, and also can enlarge our influence on the industry. Okay, and hopefully really hope that we, because I myself is also start two companies, so I hope that we can have some cooperation to start some research and industry activities with IIT Roorkee. So that's my hope for our relationship, and I hope that I have my sincere hope that wish that we can start very good relationship and very fruitful cooperation in the future. Thank you.
Now I will request Professor Chaturvedi to say a few words.
Professor Edward Chang,
Yes.
Chief Director, Microelectronics and Information Research Center. Professor Lan Da Wan, Associate Chief Director, Microelectronics and Information Research Center. And Professor Yuan Chi Seng, Department of Material Science and Engineering, Joint Professor of the International College of Semiconductor Technology. Today is a very important day when MIRC and IIT Roorkee through DivyaSampark iHUB are joining hands to start a new chapter in the Indo-Taiwan Semiconductor Partnership. As you know, India is very much focused on increased attention towards the semiconductor industry, both towards material development, towards fabrication, towards devices, towards applications. But there is also a realization that in some sense, good international partnerships are required, without which it will be difficult to make a dent or make a presence felt at the pace and at the kind of cutting edge that is required. And I'm very happy that an international leader in the semiconductor industry like Taiwan, and in particular MIRC and NYCU, they already had partnership with 4 IITs, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, and IIT Madras. I would say that a very important IIT that was missing in this partnership, that is IIT Roorkee, is getting added today. So that is why it is a very important day, because with the addition of IIT Roorkee, what will happen is you will not only get added bandwidth and added diversity, but also you will get a large pool of very committed faculty and students who are interested in innovation. And just like Director Chang was mentioning about incubation of companies, I'm happy to say that IIT Roorkee is also proceeding in that direction through the faculty incubation policy. And every few months, we get a couple of faculty who come forward to create companies. The hope is that through this partnership, we will be able to enrich both sides. It will be a partnership that will be beneficial to both MIRC and IIT Roorkee through DivyaSampark. And it is a partnership that will not only be focused on innovation, but it will also leverage academic research. And
Yes.
that is why I was very happy to note that we are already doing the joint degree programs. In fact, only recently we have moved in that direction, because they will be the workhorse for the innovation. The real workhorse will come from that direction. And of course, only academic research will not suffice. That also we understand. We need to take it forward in the form of devices and novel materials. And you'll be very happy to know that our technology innovation hub, the DivyaSampark TIH at IIT Roorkee, is the only TIH which is focused on smart devices and materials. And our Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering is very strong department in terms of microelectronics and VLSI technology. And similarly, our Department of Physics has a very large number of faculty members and students who are focused on materials and who are focused on devices, semiconductor materials. And today we know that it is not only silicon that we require to work on. I mean, world has moved on. We need so many more things, whether it is flexible electronics, variable electronics, distributed manufacturing, all kinds of things are required. And so sky is the limit. I mean, the hunger for semiconductor is so much more at the global stage that we are not able to feed that hunger. And all of us are aware that because of the huge demand for semiconductor chips, lot of other industries slowed down. In fact, a very key example is the automobile industry. You might be aware that the automobile industry slowed down, and because the semiconductor industry was not big enough, or was the capacity was not good enough to be able to meet the demand of the automobile industry. Fortunately, at least in India now it has picked up, and I'm told that production levels have come back to what we are expecting, and the demand will be able to meet. But then, as I said, newer innovations, newer devices, newer applications will mean that the demand for semiconductor materials and devices is only going to increase. And if we are not able to meet today because of the capacity limitations, the gap could be much bigger in the future if we don't do these partnerships. So these partnerships are something that is very much required, something without which either of our institutions cannot live with. But at the same time, I would also like to say that while today is the beginning, today we are inaugurating this, there will be the MoU signing. Both sides must remember that a sheet of paper alone will not propel us forward. It's real action, real meetings, video meetings, physical meetings, exchange, fellowships, top-up fellowships. These things will be required to be followed up. Only then the MoU will get life. Otherwise, it will be a lifeless paper. So we want to make sure that this MoU gets life. We want to make sure that it leads to output. And for that, I can assure you from our side that IIT Roorkee is deeply committed to this. From our side, we will make sure that there is no effort that whatever is required is left untouched or left made off. We will try to move in all possible ways to give energy and enable this partnership greater output. So with these words, I would like to wish all the best. I would like to wish MIRC and TIH and IIT Roorkee, all the partners, a great beginning. It is important that we understand each other better. It is important that we don't keep ourselves, assessment of each other to ourselves. We must be frank. We must be forthright. Only then partnerships mature and develop. If we are too shy of expressing ourselves, if we are too reticent, partnerships don't mature. If we are too concerned that the other party will not like this, again, partnerships will not mature. Occasional likes and dislikes will happen, but then it will only strengthen the foundation and make sure that our partnership matures like none of the other partnerships. I have a hope and belief that it is this partnership between MIRC and IIT Roorkee which can actually lead amongst all the partnerships that MIRC had with other institutions in India. So with these words, I would like to conclude and wish everyone all the best.
Thank you, Professor Chaturvedi. Before we go for MoU signing ceremony, I would request Dean International Relation, Professor Arulugam, to say a few words.
Thank you, Manish. As it is already highlighted by Professor Chaturvedi and Professor Yan, this is a strategically important partnership. In fact, we had a generic agreement between NYCU and IIT Roorkee a few months before, and eventually we had a joint degree program agreement. And day before yesterday, we have signed a joint agreement for a master's program. This is much more serious in the sense we have worked out with the help of the committee from the physics department as well as electronics and communications engineering department, a complete mapping of the courses, how the students will shift from one university to the other in a seamless way. So even the course structures are all proposed, and we hope to have some students enrolled in this joint master's program in semiconductor technology in the forthcoming semester itself. We want to divert some students from physics as well as ECE into this program because it can start from the second semester.
Very good.
So this is a good news we have. We have it in two of the universities. We are really thankful for NYCU in general and the ICT in particular, which is a part of NYCU, which has worked with us for the last few months, maybe 6 months continuously to develop this joint master's program. I hope this partnership flourishes, and as Professor Chaturvedi mentioned, it will not just lie on the paper but in practice also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. So let us now sign this MoU, and then we will have a vote of thanks from Professor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, we are signing on this side. Yeah, we are signing. You can sign on that side. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And maybe we can clap.
Thank you. I also welcome the director to come to our campus in person because all the 4 other universities, the director have come here in person, and we will introduce you to the NSC.
We lost the voice.
Mistakenly close.
Also, your the staff can come view the resource we have and really expecting that. Okay.
Sure. We will make sure that from IIT Roorkee there is a delegation that goes there, and it is led by the director. So
because when we sign the field degree with all other ITs, the director time.
Thank you for
to TSMC and take them to the government NSC, the most highest government agents. Okay, that is taking care of this kind of cooperation.
No, I agree with that, and thank you for making this concession that this time we signed virtually, but it's always good to sign physically, in person, so that there is a meeting there, and we'll make sure that Manish and Professor Arungam please follow up so that the director visits.
So they're planning in October.
Yeah, fine. We'll do that. Sure.
Okay, sure.
And we also welcome you, Professor Chang. Please make a visit to IIT Roorkee.
Actually, before COVID-19, okay, I went that year. I went to India 4 times to see all the university. But after that, I did not come to India. But next time, maybe, yeah. Next year, maybe I can visit you again.
Yeah, that will be great.
So thank you, Professor Chang. Now over to Professor Manoranjan Parida for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Manish. Good morning, everyone. I would like to propose a formal vote of thanks. This MoU has been possible because of the efforts of Professor Edward Chang, Chief Director, MIRC, NYCU University, and Professor Ajit Kumar Chaturvedi, Director, IIT Roorkee. So I would like to thank both of them for making this MoU happen, and the efforts of Professor P. Abhuvam, Dean International Relations, Mr. Manish Anand, CEO TIH, and Office of IR Office, International Relations Office, IIT Roorkee, Office of TIH. They have worked together for making this MoU happen. So thanks to both the offices for pursuing this MoU. I would like to extend my thanks to Professor Anand Balusu, the faculty from Electronics, Professor Verma, Professor Yogesh Sharma, then other officials of IR Office, those who are present in the boardroom to witness this signing of MoU. Thanks also to the network team from Institute Computer Center for live streaming and sharing this particular event with all the delegates. And I'm sure like IIT Roorkee will make all efforts to make this MoU successful. Last 2-3 years, there has been a lot of activity. We have started MTech Microelectronics program, which is online. Then a new MTech Electric Vehicle Technology program has been started. Then we have started the Mehta Family School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. Then there is a new Department of Applied Maths and Scientific Computing. So the developments are certainly in line with the objectives and the goals of this particular MoU, which has been identified. And I would like to thank everyone, those who joined this brief online MoU signing ceremony. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Maybe we can conclude.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. See you in person.
Sure. We'll make sure. We'll make sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.